This usually starts out with me saying heavy squats or something like that, but today, unfortunately, I hope I haven't, but my back is hurting, and it's hurting in like a sort of uncomfortable way. So there's no squat today. Maybe I'm gonna do leg press or something, but at least my back isn't hurting from the arch, so I can do bench at least. And I'll see if it fixes itself until Wednesday. If not, well, I guess I'm not doing deadlifts as well, so. This day I had squat and bench. Obviously, as I said, my back was hurting, so I didn't do squats, which meant I was going to do bench first instead. During the warm-up, I felt I had a lot more energy than I usually do during bench, because it's the first lift, it's the first exercise that I performed this day. But what that also meant is that I didn't warm up properly or enough for this bench. Usually, I get warm from doing the squats or doing the deadlifts, and then I jump to bench, and I don't really have to warm up a lot. But here, well, I didn't warm up enough clearly, because during one of the back off sets, I felt a pain in my upper, in the, you know, the part where you see all the influencers tear the muscle. I felt a pain there. Obviously, I won't tear a muscle even if I continue to press, but I didn't want to hurt it more, so I decided to just stop instead, even though the top set moved great. Lift day now, and it hasn't gotten better, so I'll probably skip out on that. And last session, I got hurted a bit in my pec, so we'll see how bench goes. It kind of went from 100, my training went perfectly, down to maybe like 20, but hoping for the best. Today I was going to do sumo deadlifts, conventional deadlifts, then bench, and then some accessories. It ended up being instead me trying sumo deadlifts. This video here is the heaviest I went, and I had pain in my back even with this weight. So I skipped the deadlifts and decided to do one leg Romanian deadlifts with no pain, at least. That's kind of good. Then on the program it was bench. You heard me say that my pec hurted a bit during the warm-up at 80 kilo. I felt the pain in my upper pec, so I listened to my body and decided to do incline instead. And this was very fun. I've never done, this is probably the most inclined I've gone in a while, so something new, and it didn't hurt. So I also wanted to do something heavy this session, and for me this leg press worked great last session, so I did this again. 5 kilos heavier than last session. I stretched my adductors a bit. I've had a problem with my adductors, but with this machine they don't hurt while doing it. They only hurt after doing it and while like flexing them, if that makes sense, putting pressure on them. Otherwise it doesn't hurt, so I don't think this is too bad for them, and it's some way to simulate the squatting motion. Lastly, I did some core stability work. I did the plank. Very bad at this. This is the first time doing it in probably years, but I managed to do 3 sets of 1 minute plank. So I still have a pain in my back, but you know what? I'm just gonna have to deal with it as it is. You know, if it comes out that this is like a semi-serious or serious injury, I might as well take advantage of it and you know, build a shit ton of muscle instead of doing powerlifting. But it sucks. Yep. Tried to do 100 kilo sumo, well, and it hurted. It's like uncomfortable hurting as well. If I try to pick up something heavy, semi-heavy, it hurts. Yeah,